question today is, how do I use the Arrange tool in Cricut Design Space? This is the Creative Crafters Podcast. Hi, I'm Bette from Bette's Makes, and this is your questions answered. Now, the answer to that is actually quite simple, and you're going to just love using the Arrange tool once you get into Design Space. So the first thing to do is you want to practice this a little bit because you're going to put several elements on a page, and this works extremely well when you're doing layers. For example, let's just grab a couple of shapes and just put them on top of each other. And you're just going to grab 2 or 3 right off the shape menu, off the side. And of course, they're going to go in the order they are going to go. I put a heart, a circle, and an octagon on it, and I just left them the same color. Now, what you want to do with the Arrange tool, take a look at your layers panel. The item that's on the top is the heart, and that's the last one that you put into place. Now, remember that the last thing you put into place always goes on top. The first thing you put into place is always on the bottom. Now, everything else is in between, but you can change that arrangement. Now, there's 2 ways to do it. You can do it inside the layers panel, or, of course, you can use the Arrange menu, which is the top sort of middle left. You'll see it beside Flip and near Offset and Edit. It's up at the top. It is Arrange. If you take a look at all of the items that you have on the screen and you select them all, and then click on the Arrange menu, you'll see that it just says Group. Now that's when you select everything. Now just select one item, say the item in the middle, click on the Arrange tool again, and it'll ask you if you want to bring it to the front so it's the top layer. And the bottom there, it says send it to the back where it is on the very bottom layer, and then everything else in between. So Arrange allows you to stack things in order. So I mentioned if you were doing a layering project and you had all the items, and this I would do probably on the layers panel. So let's take a look at the 3 things you have. If you were making a layer design, I would click on the one in the layers panel and just drag it down. You'll see a nice horizontal bar will bring it down, and just drag it down to the very bottom so you know what your bottom layer is all about. Now take a look at your next layer, and I would always drag that to the top. So you want to look for the bottom and the top first, and then of course make sure one is on the very bottom, one is on the very top, and then you're just working in the middle places. And then you can just drag those around or change them with the Arrange menu into the order that you want to see them. And then once you center them all, they should be in the right layered order. This has been the Creative Crafters Podcast, and your questions answered.